Hello everyone, so welcome back, and this is gonna be the second video of Fair Value Gap. If you haven't seen the first video, go and watch the first video. And I hope you guys remember the second rule of the market, which is market tends to fill imbalances. So I will show you what I meant by that rule in this video. So we'll go with the live chart. Okay. So what is a fair value gap? It is a three candlestick pattern. See, isn't this a fair value gap? This one small candle. I'll just zoom it up. See one candle. So we just use the rectangle tool to mark the space in between. So yeah, this is a fair value. Only these two. You should not consider this one. These three. These one, two, three. So yeah, at first it was still here, and then the market goes and fills still here. I guess it'll completely fill here or till somewhere over here. It is gonna fill imbalances. See what I meant by tends to fill imbalance. It came and filled the imbalance. So again over here, isn't this a fair value gap? This is a fair value gap. See, I hope you guys can understand. See what happened. It just came back inside the fair value gap and then went out. Another example of fair value gap. See this, okay. Just consider till here, okay. Till here, three candlestick pattern. Just three, one, two, three. These three ones, okay. So how was it? Like I don't have the bar replay too, so I didn't get the subscription of TradingView. So yeah, see what happens. So the at first, okay, do not consider this line for now. So at first, these three was the fair value gap. So it came and filled it, and and then what happened? Yeah, it filled it, and it was completely disrespected this. So this is what I meant by tends to fill the. I mean, it still filled the imbalance, but the fair value gap was not respected at first. It came down and then it respected. So wait a second. I guess this three candle, if I go to another time frame, I guess that is a fair value gap. So this is how you should check like this, okay, guys. Maybe in 3 hour or 4 hour, it is a fair value gap. This maybe in 4 hour 4 hour candle. See, this became a fair value gap. See, 4 hour fair value gap. It took it and went up again. So only trade fair value gaps in the higher time frame, okay, because higher time frame hold more power. Do not go to the 5 minute chart and trade. Even in the 5 minute chart it will work, but I'm not saying it won't work. See, there's a fair value gap over here, right? What happened over here? Just filled. It went up, filled, came back, filled, and started moving up. See, you can just trade with this fair value gap. It is a confluence we are going to use. See again, what is this? A fair value gap. What happened? Tapped, filled, went up. Again, let me show you guys how good this was. A fair value gap, it disrespected. See, I mean, it filled again, so tends to fill imbalance. That is the first rule of the market. Usually comes in taps and goes. So I hope you guys remember the uh, bullish fair value gap and bearish fair value gap. So this is going down. This is a downtrending market, and this is a fair value gap. So this is called a bearish fair value gap. See, it just came down till here. Okay, just consider till here. Okay, do not consider more than three candle. The candle is forming. Just think about the candle is forming like that now. So it just came here. Now it came here. Then it came here, and it just filled it. It just filled it, guys. It just filled it. See how it happened, and then it just respected it and went down. Again, I want to show more. See this also. See, it was going up, left an imbalance, came and filled it. So usually the market, the institutions, when they see imbalances are basically the big candles, like the big moves like this big candle. So there the efficient trading didn't happen. So what we ideally want is a move like this, like a zone like this. Okay, that is called a fair. That is where the value is fair. So these places trading didn't happen properly because there is less liquidity. So yeah, I'll show you more. I'll show you more examples, guys. I think this is it for. We'll go for another pair. We'll go for another pair, every time frame, every pair, everywhere it is there. I think my net is gone. Oh yeah, it came back. See, let's find a fair value gap. Isn't this a fair value gap? Isn't this a fair value gap, guys? See, it just filled it and it came down. And then new fair value gap over here, new fair value gap over here, filled it. See, so how to trade fair value gap? So what we usually try to do is we plot a fair value gap. Let me give you a proper example for a proper fair value gap. Yeah, you could have traded fair value gap over here. See, this is a fair value gap, right? Even this is also a fair value gap when you go to a weekly time frame. Okay, so weekly this candles will combine and it will be a bigger candle. I hope you can understand what I'm telling. You just have to figure it out on your own. You just have to figure it out on your own. Wait a second. Sorry, guys. Oh, so what were we doing? I think, yeah, fair value gap. So I was just gonna show you an example of fair value gap getting filled properly. Let me see. Let me check, guys. Let me check. How over here. See, isn't this a fair value gap? So imbalances just got tapped and then came down. There will be more example. You can go for 1 hour time frame also. Like no matter what time frame you're using, it should work. But I'm going to give you one more thing to remember. So higher time frame has higher power. So if you have a fair value gap in a 4 hour time frame or a 1 hour time frame, that has more power than 1 minute time frame fair value gap. Okay, guys. You see, there's a fair value gap. It got tapped. See exactly over here. Got tapped and it went down. This was a fair value gap which got disrespected. It is called inverse fair value gap. We'll have a different video about that. Okay, but yeah, you should understand fair value gap before. So let's help me figure out a fair value gap, guys. Yeah, see, isn't this a fair value gap? This was a fair value gap. See, exactly till here, it got filled. So it got filled the three candlestick pattern. So watch these three candles: one small candle, one big candle, and then the small candle. So we should not consider the wick. So yeah, see, after the third candle, it went down, came up, and filled this. So we just remove this. So till here, there was no imbalance, and then it came, filled it, and went down. See again, this is also a fair value gap. If you can see properly, see this properly. Like just consider it till here, okay, guys. Do not consider this line, the candle from this guy. So this this was a fair value gap. It got filled and then it moved. Same thing. This is also a fair value gap. Got filled, moved down. This this is also a fair value gap. Got filled, moved up. See, it will be everywhere. Literally, it will be everywhere in the graph. Do you still think trading is hard? You just have to know when to spot it, when is the best fair value gap, what is the best fair value gap to take. So see this. Isn't this also a fair value gap? Isn't this also a fair value gap, guys? Yes, it is a fair value gap. So see what happened? Tapped, went down. This was, I'm gonna take this was also a fair value gap till here. Then it got filled. Yeah, went up. See. Just see what happened. This was a fair value gap. One, two, three. The imbalance, the space in between. Okay, this is also, yeah. See, you have to consider this week also, okay, guys. Sometimes I make mistake. Do not. This became an inverse fair value gap. Well, I mean, we'll talk about it later in the upcoming videos, because inverse fair value gap is really important to identify the change in order flow. So let's go to 5 minute. If you think 5 minute doesn't work, see what happened. This this is a fair value gap, right? This is a fair value gap. This is a fair value gap. It got tapped, went up. This is an inverse fair value gap. This is also a fair value gap. It came back. See, always when there's a fair value gap or when there's a volume imbalance, that is another thing I will teach you about that. So always, it will come and fill. Let's go for indices like Nasdaq or NAS. Nasdaq. Okay, we'll go for Nasdaq. See what happens. Even here, it's a 5 minute time frame. Okay, guys. So better go for the higher time frame when you are looking for fair value gaps. If you want to trade for fair value gaps, try either go for 1 hour or 4 hour. That is my suggestion for you guys. But if you guys are good at, if you guys are better at finding fair value gaps and you know exactly spotting it and trading off of it, then you can actually do that. See, this is a fair value gap, right? This was completely a fair value gap. It got filled till here. See, got tapped. So you could have traded over there if you want, but the risk to reward is so small. See this. This is a fair value gap. See what happened? You could have traded like this. Could have entered long exactly over here. You could have kept your stop loss over here under this fair value gap, like few pips under. Then go for go went for the. You could have gone for the liquidity. Like ideally, you would have ended somewhere over here. So you could have gone for the liquidities over here. Like this liquidity was good. So it was a 1:4 trade. See guys, what I mean by you can trade fair value gap. See again, let me delete this. I'm giving you more examples. So I want you guys to do a homework. Find a lot of fair value gaps. See where it works. See this. This is a fair value gap. So you could have entered over here. Like you could have kept a buy limit order over here and kept your stop loss over here, like literally over here. Like you could have kept your buy limit order over here, like exactly over here, like on the starting of the fair value gap, and entered a trade. Like this will be your point of liquidity. You could have gone for this, mm, targeted to this. That is a 1:5, or you could have gone for this liquidity over here. That will be a 1:2 trade. Your stop loss didn't get hit. It came back down and filled more. So you could have ended twice over here, like over here. If you kept the halfway fair value gap, like the half point, like the half point of the fair value gap, then you could have even then you could have actually entered and gotten a better risk to reward. See, 1:4.3. So yeah, see, even this gap, it will come and fill. Like, watch this. This will definitely come and fill this gap. It'll come down and fill it and then go up. Or maybe it will break. Like it will come confirmed, I'll tell you. It will, no matter what, it will come and fill it. Like most probably, unless something big is happening. Wherever, like let's see more fair value gap example. This is also a fair value gap. Okay, these two candles are fair value gap because when you go for 4 hour, oh shit, I should have kept something so that I could have figured it out. Huh, over here, okay. I'm keeping this so that you guys will understand. So these are two candles. When you go for 4 hour, it will become a one candle. Wait, where was it? Where was it? Where am I? Where am I? Yeah, see, still a two candle. Then we'll go for one day. It became one candle. See, but it didn't create a fair value gap. So, but yeah, you can actually consider those as a fair value gap also. Like, where is it? Where is it, guys? Yeah, figure it out. See, this is also a gap. This is also a imbalance candle. I hope you guys can understand. This is also an imbalance fair value gap candle. These two candles. I think probably 2 hour would have worked. Nah, still didn't work. Let's see which time frame it actually worked. Maybe 5 hour or something. Like you can actually create a new. It is also a fair value gap, guys. Like I don't know how to add. I forgot how to add time. I think it's here. I think it's here. No. Huh. But this is also a fair value gap. Let's go for another one. See, isn't this a fair value gap? This is a fair value gap. It got tapped in and went down. This is a fair value gap. This is a fair value gap. I don't know. Somewhere it'll come and tap. No matter what, somewhere. See, this should be bigger. See, came tapped, went down. See, somewhere it'll come and tap, guys. Like, see this. This is also a fair value gap. Everywhere fair value gaps are there. So it came tapped, went down. Again came back, tapped, went down. This is an inverse fair value gap. We'll talk about these are all fair value gap. It just came back for the fair value gap. I'm talking too much fair value gap. See, again fair value gap. Do you need more example? 15 minutes. Let's go for 15 minutes now. See, fair value gap tapped. Fair value gap tapped. Tired of giving this example. Fair value gap tapped. See, fair value gap tapped. Tap, tap, tap. See, and then filled. This is a big imbalance candle. These kind of big candles will most probably because of news. So see, fair value gap came back in, went down, boom. Fair value gap came back in, went down, boom. Let's look for more fair value gap. See, this is also a fair value gap. Like inside this fair value gap, tap, boom. Fair value gap again, tap, boom. Went up. This became an inverse fair value gap. So yeah, we will talk about that later. It is just the opposite of fair value gap. Fair value gap respects. Like usually, what happens is when you get a fair value gap, valid fair value gap. See, this is a valid fair value gap. It went tapped and went down. If it breaks this fair value gap, oh sorry guys. So that is an inverse fair value gap. So yeah, I hope you guys can understand what is fair value gap. I'll give few more examples just so you a few more just a few more examples which is a valid fair value gap. See, this is a valid fair value gap. Isn't this a valid fair value gap? It didn't close above. The candle didn't close above the fair value gap. So it is always valid. So once it taps, you have to reduce the imbalance. So yeah, that's all. So once it taps, it is done. See, this is a valid fair value gap. Tap went down. Those are fair value gaps. So it will come, tap and go. See this. Later, like way later, it came and tapped. Wait a second. This is a gap, right? Till here. See, it came, tapped, and went up. It is also a valid fair value gap. See, see how the market moves, guys. Isn't fair value gap easy? It is easy. So tired of telling fair value gaps. But yeah, I want you guys to, you know, remember this like properly. I want you to. I am spoon feeding you guys. It is fine because I wish someone spoon feeded me like this to me. Actually, because it will save you a lot of time to understand. See how I'm marking the. Okay, my plan is done. So I'll go for another this one again. Fair value gap. We'll see fair value gaps, guys. Always fair value gaps are everywhere. This is a valid fair value gap. It was valid till here. See, it came down and then it got invalidated with this big candle, and that is also a fair value gap. I'll just move this, or else I'll just put it. This is also a fair value gap, right? And it was a proper valid fair value gap. So it is going up, tapped and went up, came up, down, went up. See how the market moves. So much imbalances over here. It will come and fill it. It will come down 100%. It will come down. See, this was a fair value gap. Tapped, supported. It became a just tapped again, tapped twice, and it is going down. It is gonna fill this. It is coming down. JVP USD is gonna come down, guys. Most probably it will come down. It took a liquidity over there also. I think. I don't know. Yeah, it was a liquidity over here. Yeah, it took a liquidity sweep. It is coming down for these lows. See, now just connect everything. At this point, you guys know how to trade. You just have to practice it more. And I want you guys to open a demo account in MT5, or you can do paper trading in trading view itself. I will make a video of that later if you guys want it. So yeah, just try to figure it out on your own. In the meantime, if it takes too much time for me to put the video, so at this point, you guys actually know how to earn money in the market. You just have to figure it out. You just have to connect the dots. So I'll teach more of the confluences which you guys want, which are order block inverse fair value gap. Inverse fair value gap is the opposite of fair value gap. So yeah, I will talk about it later. See, again fair value gap over here. This was a fair value gap. It got tapped. See, this is a small fair value. These are also small fair value. So this green is the last three candlestick pattern, right? One, two, three. So what happened? Till oh shit, I just used the wrong one. Huh. See, this was a fair value gap. Then this black candle filled it and went down. So that is a valid fair value gap. This is not a valid fair value gap. Just got disrespected. See, when a fair value gap gets closed above, that is not a valid one. So yeah, there is a lot of valid one. So I want you guys to go for 1 hour and 4 hour fair value gaps because most of them will be valid. Like usually they will be valid. If they're invalidated, then the order flow is different. See, this is also a fair value gap. Got filled, and this is also valid fair value gap. See, see how easy everything is. So yeah, guys, that's all for today. And I hope you guys understood everything about fair value gaps. So yeah, that's all. So bye bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.